Dum 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 dum. We are waiting on Chili and for some people to get up in here. So bear with us. Let's see if we can get a hold of Chili. Oh, here it is. Dun, dun, dun. Chili. Oh, Chili. I can kind of hear you. I can't hear. I can see you, but can't hear you.
Give me a second.
Okay. Chili was having some issues, so sorry we are running a little late. His settings are messing with him. We've all been there. But last week of March, if you're tuning in, we're not just standing here. We're waiting for Chili. He's having some tech.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. What's going on, Chili?
Every time I got to go in, I got to reset the microphone, but I tried to reboot my computer. I don't think I did last week, and I tried to every week. So I came out here like 15 after, restarted it, and went inside, make some tea, came back, and it's blue screening, and it's just sitting there. Don't shut off your computer. Don't shut off your computer, And then finally, it's like, okay, I got to do something. So I shut it down. Then finally, it's like, okay, 1%.
Right.
And it's like 2%, 3%. Okay, I'm like, okay, this won't take long. It gets to 7, it sticks,
Yeah.
And then jumps to 15%.
Yeah. Hey, welcome. This is Al from D-Town&Chili442 Show. I am, of course, Al. And on the side of me is my lovely co-host, partner in crime, Chili.
What is going on?
I need to transition this, and I am good. Nothing, man. It's been a lazy day.
Yeah.
I did stuff around here. Man, there was a towel holder in the bathroom that about a week ago, I went to hang my towel up, and they took all that stuff like out of the bathroom when they redid the house.
Uh-huh.
Well, when they put it up, they didn't put wall anchors. So after a while, the weight of them, wet towels and everything, they'll move those screws in that drywall. Well, man.
They just screwed it into drywall?
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
No, not at all. And so I'm sitting there, and I was like, I got out of the shower one day. I went to hang up my towel, and it's metal and thick metal. They're good towel holders. Man, this thing falls and hits my pinky toe. I still got a crescent moon cut on my pinky toe.
Ouch.
Man, I cried. I ain't even gonna try to act like I'm a big tough guy my ass cried. I sat on the toilet, man. I was like, oh man, just take me now. I was ready to give it up, man. Over my toe.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, so I fixed that today. So that was about, and I did dishes and laundry. That was it.
Nice.
So.
More than I did.
Yeah. It was cold. It looked beautiful outside, but it was still cold. That wind and everything. There was a wind chill here.
Mm-hmm.
And now
last night, super windy last night, was it?
Yeah. It was crazy windy last night.
We're gonna have a
Crazy windy.
tornado.
You guys did?
No, I thought we were going to.
Oh.
Just hearing the wind out there. I thought this is, and I was in the bathtub soaking. I can hear it up there's like a skylight above it, and I'm like, man, this is the worst time to be naked in the bathtub when a tornado hits, and I need to jet down to the basement or something.
Because you know what's going to happen. That tornado is going to hit, and they're going to find you naked in that bathtub. Bathtub flipped over upside down, so when they flip it over to find you, you're okay, but you're butt naked.
I'll be honest with you. We just redid this bathroom, and it's kick ass, but the tub, it's kind of like it's kind of plastic. I think I'd go with it. It would, a tornado would take me away.
Oh.
I wouldn't count on this cast iron tub to keep me anchored because this one wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. If it's one of them plastic ones, yeah, you might as well jump out of it.
Yeah. Looks cool. It's comfy.
I don't know who the hell is messaging me. Oh. I got to turn that down. Hold on. I apologize for that. I don't know if you heard that or not, but I usually shut my messages off. And
oh, well.
But yeah, so yeah, my whole weekend was it was kind of lame, man. But I like those. I'm at that age where that partying shit, yeah, I can do that maybe once a month.
Yeah.
And then tie on a good one, and then I'm now with with summer coming up, I might drink a little more. Not much more though. I just can't. My body can't handle it like it used to.
Well, after you bust your ass all week, you need the weekend to recover, not like abuse your body even more.
Man, and that sucks. That sucks because this garbage never bothered me before. It never did, and it doesn't bother me now. But I mean, it's starting to get a little heavier. You know what I mean?
I definitely.
Yeah, same weight, but it's just getting heavier. Your muscles and shit don't heal and everything. I think once you get about 35, you kind of really start 35 if you work. I mean, if you just sit around on the couch, you're going to be fine for a while.
Yeah.
But if you're out there working, 35, you kind of start slowing down a little bit. You can tell it. And then I think I did with like 47. When I hit 47, that's when I really, really started noticing. I was like, oh man,
you feel stuff.
I got it. I never thought in my life I would say, I got to sit down for a minute. I got to sit down for a minute. I got to rest these bones.
I know what you mean.
But, oh well,
I do.
I'm still kicking. So everybody,
I'll be fortunate.
Yeah, right on. Everybody in the chat room, what's going on? How you guys doing tonight?
Hello, everyone.
Hopefully fine. Man, it was, it's just, I don't know, man. I've been in a good mood.
Good for you. I'm feeling a little bit better myself. I mean, it's a gradual thing. It's not like when you have the flu and you're down and then like you start to get better and every day it's like a 50% increase. It's like you're twice as better than you were the day before. Me, it's like a 2% increase every day. It's like I think I feel marginally different. I don't know. I don't have much energy. I wear out quick and I ache a lot.
Damn, I forgot.
But I'll get through it.
Right. Yeah, I kind of been having a little skin issues myself, but it's like on both legs, but it's below the knees.
That's where mine started about 10 years ago, just really itchy, my calves and stuff out of nowhere. I'm just like, why? What is this about?
Yeah, that's what mine are doing, dude.
I don't know. Weird stuff. No. Don't use steroid creams.
No, I don't.
Or use it for a week and quit, or a couple times and quit.
Yeah, it takes a lot for me to go the hospital or the doctor anyway. Something's got to be pretty much hanging off me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with the whole steroids deal that, and I don't want to talk about a lot, but it's like, man, I want to warn people, watch this shit, but a lot of those steroid creams, you can go to Walgreens, you can get shit right on the shelf, this 1% cream and stuff like that, hydrocortisone cream. So,
right.
yeah, it's an easy way out. It's a wonder drug. It's liquid gold, but man, it can come back in a vengeance. So I just want to warn people, man, be careful that doctors aren't recognizing it yet, and it's a matter of time before they're going to see the damage they're doing with all these steroids. So
yeah,
watch it.
And if the FDA hasn't pulled that medication, they really can't say anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, the FDA is fucking bought and sold.
Yeah, right,
I mean,
right.
Look at all the drugs that have been recalled. They were approved at one time.
Right. They said at one time, hey, man, this shit's good.
Yeah. So getting them to take something off, they have to prove, hey, this is really deadly. And they're not as the proof. The pharmaceutical companies, like I said, it's the most powerful industry in the world. Really, it is. I mean, it's bigger than automotive industry. It's powerful. It's huge. And they got power to sway decisions,
man,
so to speak. So I'm off my soapbox.
Oh, no, you're fine, dude. That's what we're here for, to complain and bitch. And I'm going to towards the end of the show, and I'm going to tell you what, man. I almost got mad at somebody. And I didn't, because number one, I'm related to him. And number two, I just... it makes me mad, and we'll talk about that a little later, because that might get a little political, and it's not going to be for a party though. So if you think I'm going to, just slam one party, I'm not.
Okay, good.
So it's nothing like that. But Evan, let's go ahead before I forget. You were $2 up, my friend.
Oh yes, I'm rolling in the dough.
So let's give you a chance to make that 3. Right now, right off the get-go. March 25th was yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yesterday was a certain day, Evan, and it's celebrated on this year, March 25th, and every year. The holiday began in Sweden as a result of a religious holiday. Their grammar association with the food was incorrect. So they took this word. The holiday's origins are the result of Varfrudegen, the Swedish word for Our Lady's Day. It is a celebration of when the Virgin Mary was told she was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Now, the people that were supposed to start this day put the wrong word. So now, Evan, for $1, what breakfast food was named on this day because of this error? So it's National Blank Day. And that's all.
Bloody Mary Day.
No, it's a breakfast food. Bloody Mary. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it's breakfast food. It has been.
Yeah.
You're throwing me on this because there's so much going on with. The whole thing about where.
Well, I'm not just going to give money away, Evan.
Oh, I know, but I hate these quizzes. This shows how stupid I am. I should get this.
No, please. I didn't know. I wouldn't have known this. I'm not going to look at you and say, God, how could you not know that, Evan? Jeez.
No, I should know it, though. Can't take forever. Oatmeal.
No, Evan. What had happened was the Swedes, they had this day they wanted to, have, it's called Varfrudegen. And what they wrote was...
Fruit bar.
Nope. Waffeldagen, which means Waffle Day. So, happy National Waffle Day, a day late.
March 25th.
Yep, it's National. What, you don't believe me? Are you Googling that shit?
No, this is interesting. Okay, that was 2 days ago. March 25th is actually, okay, it's my name day.
Oh, no shit.
In the Orthodox, and it's into some like hardcore, like the Greek Orthodox, like they really don't even acknowledge your birthday. Your name day is really more important. Your name day is the saint you were named after, like their day, or it can be an event. So what you described, the event when the angel comes down and tells Mary she's going to be pregnant with the child and everything, that was the evangelism.
Oh, okay.
The evangelism, EVANGELOS. Okay, so when like my grandfather, he was named after that. So the Greeks, they either name it after like a saint or event or whatever. So my grandfather's name in Greek was Evangelos, and that is like the male version of that. And like my niece, her name is Evangelia. It's like the female version of it.
Wow.
So my grandfather, they named him Angelo. They took the EVA off the beginning, and he just went by Angelo. But my parents, they didn't want to name me Angelo. They took the EVAN off the beginning. So I'm actually named after the evangelism. My name in Greek would be Evangelos, but my parents just took EVAN off the beginning, and that's where they got Evan.
Dude, I think they should have stuck with Angelo. You know how dope that would have been? Your name would have had Angel and Jello in it.
Better be a name Waffle.
Waffle. National Waffle Day, March 25th. And national, as we just found out, National Evan Day.
Yeah. So yes, March 25th. That's my name day. That's the day of the event of the year that, I'm named after.
Let's jump into a couple of these stories I found on the net, Evan. Taco flavored candy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Brock's is release right in time for Easter. Some taco truck jelly beans. I'm trying to see.
Truck jelly beans?
Here's the flavor. Margarita, churro, salsa. Now the churro ones might not be bad. I like a churro, but I don't know in a jelly bean.
Yeah, no.
Salsa, guacamole. That would be grab a handful of guacamole fucking beans.
No. And I'm not big on salsa. I mean, a little goes a long way with me. I'm not a big tomatoey person.
Yeah, beef taco and horchata. Horchata. I'm pretty sure so I don't know, man. You can get these at Target and they retail for $2.99 a bag. So if anybody out there wants to go get some and try them, let us know. You can, but I think I'm going to stay away from the Taco Bell jelly beans this year. I don't know if they're Taco Bell. It just says taco truck jelly beans.
Taco jelly beans. I don't know.
They got to quit messing with candy, man.
Yeah, kind of like some like Mountain Dew, where they've tried to make a flavor out of everything. Enough is enough.
Now, like, what are those Jelly Bellies that have the all different flavors? Now, like some of those different ones, they're good if you try a couple. But like for instance, the buttered popcorn, those taste like buttered popcorn, but you can't sit there and eat like handfuls of them at a time. It just make you, bleh.
That's true.
Make pretty puke. Colorado police investigating after a box of human heads was stolen from a truck in Denver.
Oh, box of human heads?
A whole box of human heads. Somebody broke in and stole a box containing human heads from a truck in Colorado last week, according to police reports. The strange theft took place between 2:30 p.m. Wednesday and 9:30 a.m. Thursday, while the freight company truck was parked in a Denver Central Park neighborhood. The heads were being transported for medical research purposes. Pretty shocking. Isaac Fields, a local resident who routinely walks his dogs in the nearby park. I guess I don't see too many strange things that happen around here. But they also stole a dolly. So must have been some big-headed fucking people.
I can't believe there's that many heads around without bodies attached to them. And that raises a lot of questions right there.
Oh man. Yeah. So,
I mean, you know where I'm coming from? Like, why? And who wanted to steal that? I know, I can understand. I'd get drunk and do something like that. Let's steal that box of heads. But
I don't think it was marked on there. It just says human specimen. It was a blue and white box, had a label, said human specimen. So
cool.
I don't know. And what if they didn't know those were heads and like got them home thinking, man, I hope this is like a PlayStation 5 or something like that.
Bunch of bowling balls.
Stephen Keller said heads are going to roll over this one, Evan.
Yeah, people are going to be in trouble, yeah.
Going back to the jelly beans, Claudia in the chat room says she loves Jelly Bellies. I do too.
Yeah.
I like the good ones. But don't give me no beef taco Jelly Bellies. I don't. I might try one just for, but there's some of those they don't need. What's next? Chunky steak and potatoes.
No kidding.
Yeah, the margarita ones might sound. I'd probably try a couple of those, but man, I don't know, man. I don't know about eating a lot of them.
Pickle flavored stuff. Pickle flavored stuff. Pickles, just leave them alone.
Yeah. Yeah, pickles ain't never done nothing to you, man.
You got it.
Also in Colorado, when I was scrolling, I saw this. Colorado plastic surgeon charged after death of breast implant patient, 18 years old.
She died 18 getting a boob job?
Yep.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, man. You got aggravated assault. They got him on aggravated assault and criminal. Let's oops.
Killed her doing a boob job.
Yeah, it doesn't say he did anything. I mean,
you remember that doctor years ago in Decatur that killed herself doing liposuction?
Yes. Oh, okay. They were trying to sedate her, and they did a method called snowing, an attempt to get her under anesthesia more quickly.
They put cocaine up her nose.
I don't know. They gave her a larger dose than the patient would normally get in relation to age and weight. So they gave her, they gave her 3 times the dose.
Oh.
Yeah, so. Yeah, man, watch these doctors, man. I don't mean to try to be that dude, but man, we've been doing a lot of stories about these doctors not doing right and shit.
Yeah, that's yeah. And I don't want to brag. I mean, the medical, it's not a perfect. It's never going to be a perfect system. It can't be. I mean, look what's going on. But but some doctors, they're pill mills, and it's horrible that it's gotten that way. I'm impressed with surgeons. What we do, it's nuts.
Right. And I mean, just do research. I mean, do research on the doctors. I mean,
Yeah, don't just take their word on something. Get a second opinion. Research stuff.
Get second, third. All right, Evan. Next one. Fesco the dog, Evan. He was ditched at the shelter because his owners thought he was gay.
That's cold.
It's cold-blooded, man. A North Carolina,
Where's the love?
a North Carolina dog who was dumped at the shelter because he humped another male dog and the owners feared he was gay, has been adopted, Evan.
Yeah.
So it's all good, but the Stanley County Animal Protective Services in Albemarle posted on Facebook Tuesday that Fesco had found a new humans to love him for who he is. Pelvic gyrations and all.
Exactly. What is it to you, man? I mean, who cares?
Yeah, well, look, I go camping with a couple, and they have a dog that is male, and he tries to hump everything. I mean, he'll hump your shoe. He will hump other dogs. He humps everything. I've never looked at AJ and thought, he's gay. Not once.
No.
And if
Sounds like he's just really horny.
Man, I know that feeling, AJ. I know that feeling. I was in my 20s once.
Yeah.
Man, you've seen this, do you know what Orbeez are?
Orbeez.
Yeah. It's almost like a paintball, but it's filled with water.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Now what's going on in TikTok world is people are going around and shooting people in the face with these things. And they come out, pretty powerful, like a paintball. It just don't, splatter you with paint. It's just water.
So it still hurts like hell.
Right. Now
Put
you
your
got
eye out.
Now you got a bunch of these idiots running around shooting people in the freaking face.
It's like the punch thing people were doing a couple years ago, going up and punching somebody from behind, knocking some person out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that went away.
Yeah.
Evan, want to impress your fiance?
Oh, what do you got? She doesn't listen to the show.
Okay. Well, it's probably a good thing. Looking for a last-minute gift, Idaho's Potato Commission is giving away French fry scented perfume.
Oh, man. Might have to buy her some of that.
No, they're giving it away, man.
Oh, well, sign us up.
Yeah. Man, that's free gifts right there. That's Christmas and, Hanukkah. All wrapped up in one. Evan, you want to hear about these two, and I'm going to take a quote out of the story to describe these guys. Two bloody Mexican hooligans. All right?
Uh-huh.
You ready for this? This is over in England. A little background. Corsham, England, is a town about 13,000 people. It is a safe little place. At least it had been until these two, quote, bloody Mexican hooligans started running the streets at night. These two apparently roam the town at will, wreaking havoc wherever they go, Evan.
Oh, no.
After a German Shepherd canine officer was terrorized by these rampaging bozos, the whole town basically went into lockdown. On this date, no progress has been made in making an arrest, Evan. Oh, did we forget to mention the hooligans that are causing so much trouble are a pair of chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas?
Yes.
This town is weak.
Weak as hell. 13,000 of you, and you're in lockdown because of two chihuahuas. Lock the door.
Lock the door.
Man. What the hell? Uh,
I'm speechless.
and finally, Evan, this is our bozo criminal of the day. Who does this? Because I want to give him credit for it. Because this ain't ours. Because I read it pretty much verbatim. This is Dave Moreland's bozo criminal of the day. I don't know Dave, but Dave, thank you for your writing. You saved me a bunch of it. Bozo criminal for today. Criminals with an S, Evan. There's two of them in this story. Where do you think they come from?
Florida.
Naples, Florida. Give that man a shiny nickel. Where the cops were called to a hotel where a wedding reception had taken place a short time earlier. They found our groom with a bloody nose, busted lip, and swollen eye. His bride was found in the hotel's salon room, still in her bloody wedding dress with blood on her face and chest. So what the heck happened, you ask? It appears shortly after exchanging vows, the loving couple got into an argument about her brother. The disagreement got heated quickly, with the bride headbutting the groom, resulting in his busted nose and lip. Both were arrested and charged with domestic battery. The honeymoon will have to wait. They could just do their honeymoon in jail. You're getting 3 meals, you know, get you a conjugal visit or whatever.
Wow.
Hey. Hey, Lou said send the gay dog over to England, take care of them chihuahuas.
That's good.
Oh, man.
No, I mean, okay, the fight at your wedding, a headbutt, she headbutted, that's golden. You know, I mean, that takes the shoving the cake in the face to the next level, you know, I mean, and that's tacky in my book. I mean, I'm sorry if anybody does that stuff, but I think it's absolutely tacky. But
yeah, a woman spends, you know, you spend a lot of time and money on that day to shove cake in somebody's face. I think's dumb.
Yeah, it's played out. It's stupid.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
It shows lack of a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, shotgun a beer. I mean, do something like that, you know, just.
Yeah.
There's other shit you can do. Yeah. So that was it. Oh, no.
There's more?
Yeah, one more, Evan, because it just popped up. Malaysian flight diverted. Breaking news. When passenger spots loose snake on the plane. Snake was yeah. We're Samuel L. Jackson. I am tired of all these.
I have to watch that movie someday. I have to scratch that itch and see if it's as bad as it sounds.
Oh, it's a horrible movie. Oh, that was a horrible movie. Even Sam Jackson could not save that movie.
I didn't think so.
So, Evan, that's news.
Oh, all right.
So, yeah.
That's it. Snake on a plane.
Snake on a plane, man. Man, isn't like spring supposed to be here, man?
Yeah, it's happening. Why?
When? Because we get like
middle of March, end of March.
Well, it's bullshit.
It's still winter in my book. April is spring.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. I want like middle of March. You can give me a snowfall in like the first 2 weeks of March. Mm-hmm. After my birthday, middle of March, it should be spring.
I'll buy that.
But I mean, you know, it was just a couple years ago. We had a snow on like April 15th or something like that. It's been a couple years ago, but yeah, I mean, I even got pulled off the garbage route. So, so anyway, I had somebody tell me, and I try not to put too much political shit out there You know, I mean, I do get angry. I get angry as hell when I see us working people getting a shaft, and I don't know. I just voice my opinion sometimes. Well, I had somebody, and they said, you know, we love you regardless of your political views. And dude, that got me heated because, you know, they're Democrats, and they automatically think since I don't agree with everything that they agree with, I am a Republican.
Right.
And I'm not.
But and if you two people were to sit down and go through everything, your thoughts, you'd probably find you a line on pretty much everything, you know?
Right. Because here, look, I don't care if, you know, I don't care who gets married. I honestly don't think that should be anything that the government has anything to do with, though. I think that, you know, marriage is kind of a religious thing. So that should be, I don't think government should be involved in any part of it, whether it's a man or woman, any of it. I don't think it should change what you pay in taxes. I don't, you know, it shouldn't do any of that shit. And I'm the kind of guy that I do want a smaller government, because we do have a lot of government waste and shit like that. And that's what happens when you have trillions of dollars coming in. You have bad people that are going to try to siphon as much as that shit out. And that's our money. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That is our money.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I just, you know, and in mine, on my my views and everything, I don't know. I just don't think we should. I think the two-party system is broke. I think it has been broke for years.
It's doing its job. It's taking little shit and spinning it right and left and feeding it to the people and then getting them to argue about it. I mean, it's
right.
You know, and that's why every year I've not voted major party or whatever you want to call it in the last 4 elections, at least.
Well,
I voted, you know, independent or whatever, or, you know, Libertarian Party or whatever. And it's a waste. It's a waste.
It almost
as
feels
the
like
Indian said, both right and left are two wings of the same bird, you know, and that's the way I look at it and everything.
Exactly. I love that quote. I'm going to steal that, Evan.
Oh, it's yours. It's not mine.
Yeah. Somebody said we're talking over each other.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Sorry about that. We try not to do that, but every once in a while. But yeah, man, I'm not a Republican. I do think, like, fiscally, I am very conservative. I don't think we should have spent the trillions and trillions of dollars we have. And it's not just, you know, the Democrats that do it. It's the Republicans when they're in. So, I mean, I'm mad at everybody. So to point your finger at me and call me some kind of, you know, Trumper, you know, right-wing nut job, you're barking up the wrong tree. It's almost like the same, you know, it kind of reminded me when everybody started going after, which I'm not comparing myself to at all, but that whole Joe Rogan thing, when they tried to say he was right-wing. That's a Bernie Sanders dude. And I don't agree with that dude. I think they're all full of shit.
Oh, they are. They play it. Yeah, Rogan. He's always been more of a, I would say, more liberal for years, but I don't know.
But
he's kind of gone a little conservative, but he bashes both sides. I don't really see. I mean, he used to hammer on Trump pretty good, and I haven't listened to him. I don't know how he talks about Biden because I kind of got bored with it. I haven't listened to him in the last year or so.
Yeah, and I never was a huge fan of him. When they tried to cancel him, I spoke up about it. because I don't want to see anybody canceled.
Oh, I agree. Somebody try to cancel us because we said something they don't like.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, it's almost like, well, and honestly, we probably put stuff on our podcast that it went, if they catch it, you know, or when they catch it, if somebody doesn't like it, they flag it and boom, you know. And that's kind of
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I bought AlfromDtown&Chili442 just in case something like that would happen. We can, you know, continue with what we do and wouldn't be shut down by Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, I've never had a suspension by what do they call it, by Facebook? You know, you get 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I think I got a 72-hour one for a comment I put on somebody's page.
The woman has twice. One time she said something like "boys are weird" or something like that. She replied to something on her, and she got reprimanded on that and a hold for however many hours. And then another thing, she said something about boys are stinky. I don't know what she said. It was, but yeah, twice.
Wow.
For something, and it's like, man, the stuff I've said on, you know, people.
Well, and I was thinking the other day, I mean, think about that show that we did 10 years ago. Half that shit that we said to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have been flagged.
Oh, yeah. Things have changed so much.
And not
watch
for
what
good,
you say.
And that is a bad thing, you know, and I don't know. And I was kind of afraid to put that post that I did yesterday morning, but I said, you know, be afraid if we live in a world where you cannot give the definition of a woman without being scared.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you did you watch any of that Supreme Court stuff?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just gotten silly.
Right. And they asked her the definition of a woman. And, you know, she said, well, I'm not a biologist. And I'm like, wow. Well, maybe I can't pay my taxes because I'm not a fucking accountant.
I'm with you.
Man, it's just
the madness. I mean, a couple of years ago, we all of a sudden we couldn't define who was supposed to use what bathroom. You know, now we can't even define what's a woman anymore. It's like the dumbing down just continues.
And look, I know why they did it. I know why Kamala Harris was picked for the vice presidency. And look, when I tell you something or I say something, it's because I've researched it. And I did do a little research on one thing. And the Democrat Party has lost more black females and Latino males than any other demographic.
Really?
Yeah. That last election, they, you know, so, I mean, they do it for a reason. And, you know, Kamala Harris went after Joe Biden hard. And if you think that he wanted, and Joe Biden, man, I'm not going to get too much off of him, but I want to ask you a question. You know, I want your opinion. Do you really think Obama picked Joe Biden to be his VP?
No.
He not at all. Biden was, they pretty much told Obama, hey, look, the DNC will get behind you. Make sure, you know, you'll be the top guy, but you got to take this guy with you. And I mean, yeah. Biden's a puppet, dude. I mean, everything he says, you got the press secretary coming out 5 minutes later. Oh, he didn't mean that. Here's what he meant.
Yeah, he's lost. He shouldn't be there. These old senile dudes, we got to quit choosing them to run our country. But yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. So
I can't imagine him still being there in another, what, we got 2.5 years or whatever.
Yeah. I don't see him. I think they're getting Kamala ready because I think I don't think he can make it.
Yeah.
And I
think he's lost a lot of the times watching some of the stuff. I hate to dog on the guy. I really hate to, but
yeah.
I mean, because Trump said a lot of craziness and just stuff that just made no sense. And his Kofifi tweets and stuff. It's like, what is up with that guy? But Biden, same things, some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, and he's completely oblivious. The whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing, when his when he was doing the thing on the line, talking to people on the phone or whatever, and the
Christmas
guy,
Eve.
yeah, I agree. Let's go Brandon. And I was like, this guy is clueless to what is happening. I guess they keep him in the dark.
And I mean, I hate to say it, but I got a few friends, and I told them before this election, I said, man, I said, Trump destroys Biden if he shuts up. And he didn't. He fought and argued with everybody, and it took away the independent voter. So
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. When they say elections have consequences, this is what the fuck they mean.
Yeah. But then again, with the way everything's going, I don't know it really matters who's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw, even under Trump, we saw insane lockdowns and a lot of stuff, and then, continued, with the Democrats in office.
I tell you what, though, I will say one thing about one politician I do agree with 100% that he said this. Dr. Fauci's got to go. He's got to resign.
Yeah, flip-flopping Fauci, just
man,
no mask. Mayor, you need to wear a mask. You need to wear 2 masks. If a mask makes you feel better, wear it, but it doesn't really make a difference. Oh, everybody needs to wear a mask at all times. It's just that dude was all over the place.
Yeah, it made people not trusting, and it's time. You got to go, man. I mean, at least for the CDC. Get somebody in there that, hey, and I think you got to approach it different. You just can't tell these people, hey, you got to do this, because people are going to look at you and say, I ain't got to do shit.
Yeah.
This ain't China. This ain't, Vietnam.
Yeah, I think we got that way with, I'm glad I feel like COVID is over. It doesn't feel like everything, a month ago it worked. We got to throw the masks away. I mean, it just seems like it's over. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it is, dude. I hope it is. I can't go through that lockdown shit again. Man, it was hard on us garbage men.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, you think everybody's eating at home. There's no restaurants open. So it's like, if it is, it's takeout. And then everybody was ordering shit, so you had boxes after box. Man, it was like Christmas for 2 freaking years.
All the home remodels. Yep, everybody's doing the remodeling. Let's put in a home office and let's redo that bathroom.
Man, I went and I was looking at my memories, and there was there was a video where I told people, hey, man, I ain't taking your carpet and shit.
Yeah, no.
Because I think there was a day it was like every other house, man, had drywall, or they redid the bathroom, or, something like that. So, and yeah, man, it was crazy. I'm so glad. Oh, that shit's done with.
I hope so.
Yeah, I do too.
Like I said, we could always get that in a couple of weeks. Oh no, there's a scary new variant out that's gonna,
and some of them politicians, like our governor, man, that was a lot of power for him. And even though he's a billionaire, one thing he didn't have was because it's either money or power. If they don't have both of them and only have one, they want the other.
Yeah.
Damn rich people.
No doubt. You're talking about people and their handouts and everything, and people work. I don't feel so bad these days when I look at really what's going on. I see the people on the very bottom end and all the handouts and stuff they're getting, because I see the high end handouts, and it's like, you know what? Everybody's getting theirs. You might as well get yours. It just sucks that the middle class is just takes ownership of it all.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to support it. The rich people know how to get out of paying taxes, so it all goes on the middle class, and we carry that burden.
Yeah, and I mean, the rich people can afford accountants and lawyers, and most of them lawmakers, they're lawyers, so man, we're just screwed.
Yeah, we are. I mean, really, I don't know what's going to make anything better. If we're ever going to have someone in office that's going to make a difference, or is this just going to be puppets for the rest of our lives?
No, dude.
I don't know. I hate to sound gloom and doom.
So do I, but the corruption is already so deep. I mean, you would almost have to disband that whole government and start a new one. Because, I mean, and like I said, I'm not getting political, but I'm trying not to, but like it's the media, that's another thing. If this Trump or this Hunter Biden laptop would have been one of Trump Jr.'s laptop, that shit would be everywhere, man. And if you look at mainstream media like ABC the other day, and I'm not a fan of ABC, NBC, or CBS either. They're just as corrupt. If you don't believe me, just look at the commercials. And it's all like medicine and shit like that, and it's like it's bought by big pharma, so and they've got their hands in Washington, of course, and it's just like, dude, how can you sit there and not cover this story? And it's like, when I remember putting something on Facebook and I got banned for 72 hours, and it was sharing the story. I didn't write the story myself. I just shared an article that I read on Facebook, and it was from, it wasn't just some, blogger. Yeah. It was a reliable news source, and it was right before the election, and I got I think 72-hour ban.
Strange.
Yeah. Yes, it was kind of disheartening. It was like, wait a minute, because I've sat here for 4 years and watched all this bullshit on Trump, and if anything that Democrats did that pissed me off more than anything is make me defend Trump. That pissed me off more than anything.
I found myself doing the same thing. I was never a fan of the guy, but sometimes it's like, hey, I think you got a raw deal, but
yeah. But and the people that hate him, they will never see that. I don't hate the guy. I just was never a fan of him. And
I'm the same way. I thought he was very obnoxious and
right.
Just not the dude I really wanted to show a good representation for our country as class and sense. I don't know.
Right. And I mean, we didn't get any better. We went down. We went down a step with Biden. Biden's turned into the mean old man. Because he wasn't like that a few years ago. He was kind of goofy with Obama, because Obama would laugh at him all the time. Oh, okay, Joe. He was kind of goofy and fun, and now, man, he's snapping at reporters and shit. And it's like, wait a minute. Where are you people? Yeah, where are you people on the left? And how for 4 years I heard, Trump's going to put us in World War III. He's going to destroy the economy. Well, you were only one president off.
Yeah.
Do you think
Biden? To me, Biden, I don't know if it's a dementia. That's you said the angry old man kind of. If that's a dementia thing, or if it's.
I think it is.
I hear a stroke in his voice, and because my dad's had a stroke, I hear when talking to my dad, and then once Biden, I start listening to him. I'm like, I'm hearing. There's something not right,
I don't know.
When I hear listening to Biden, I'm like, this dude has had a stroke, or there's something, I don't know if it's just pre-Alzheimer's dementia. There's just when I hear the way he enunciates things, I hear that stroke. It's very strange.
Right.
And maybe that's just me, but I'm like I said, I don't see him making. I hate to dog on the guy, but I don't see him making another couple years.
No, and I don't think it's dogging on him. I think it's, and that's the thing, man. You can't say how you think or how you feel without somebody thinking you're attacking somebody. And we simply are just pointing out that both of these parties have their rich counterparts. They have their investments and their best interests, and they don't give a shit about us.
Right.
And so for, a bunch of non-rich people to be kind of arguing politics is silly. And I just, yeah, it is.
Because we can't control it.
No, you have no, I mean, the only thing you can do is vote in your town, in your city, and hopefully that makes a difference. Hopefully it'll kind of trickle up the ladder somehow. But man, once they get in Washington, I don't care who they are.
They're bought and sold, and they're compromised and blackmailed. And you're going to do this if you want support on this. You're going to have to support me on this, and it just.
It's these people.
I went through that. Go ahead.
No, it's these people that are jumping on private jets telling us we got to drive electric fucking vehicles. And it's like, am I the only one standing around going, are you people just going to stand here and let this shit happen? John Kerry, it's almost like that idiot, who did that, polar bear where the polar bears were dying and shit. Al Gore. And he had like the highest electric bill in the United States and telling everybody, oh, you got to quit this. You got to quit this. Man, these people don't mean half the shit they say, and they're saying it to get votes.
They're out of touch. It's just like Mitt Romney when he was running for presidency a couple years ago, and somebody asked about paying school bills or whatever. He's like, well, can't they just borrow that money from their parents?
well, our government.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Really? That's what he said. Can't they just borrow that money? Wait a minute. We are the parents, and
that's why we're asking you, dumbass.
You are out of touch.
Well, our governor here was asked how poor people are going to deal with these gas prices. He goes, yeah, it's going to be tough, but maybe this will, help them make a decision when they go buy a vehicle to buy electric. And I'm like, you're an ass, dude. You're asking a person that probably makes $25,000-$30,000 a year to go buy a $60,000 electric vehicle. Then
yes.
And okay, I see where people are saying, well, look at the money you're going to be saving on fuel. Wrong, because you're going to have a charging port at your house. It's going to double your electric bill. So,
they're not cheap to own. I mean, it's cheaper to operate than a gas vehicle, but it's not the buy-in. Yeah, right now everybody wants them, and these guys are just people that are scraping by working fast food. They don't buy new cars,
no.
And they're not going to go out buy a new hybrid or electric or whatever. Their factor in buying a vehicle is usually something that's around the $1,500 mark and runs. I mean, that's what they're. Right. That's what your audience is at.
Right. So there. And I'm sorry, this will be one of the few shows we get off on politics like this, because we haven't in a lot of shows.
No, and that's why I said I don't want to slam on Biden. I'll slam on Trump. He's gone. I'm a little more conservative, but I don't want this to become a bunch of just, right wingers just slamming the left.
No, because
that's not what we wanted from day one.
No, because it would be easy. But, I don't think the Democrat Party is the Democrat Party it was 20 years ago. This new woke shit, dude, this is dangerous shit.
the parties have shifted to the left. Everything is just keeps moving to the left, where your Democrats mentally were, yeah, like you said, 10 to 20 years ago, where your Republicans were.
Yeah.
And everything just keeps, and the right side gives in, and in the past, I've always thought the Republicans are a little more like kind of a little radical in their own way, and the Democrats were kind of more centered, keeping everything centered. And now it seems like to me that the left side has just gotten kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Almost. And
Crazy.
I think there's a lot of people on the left that are starting to recognize you guys are just going overboard. And even like you listen to someone like Bill Maher.
Oh, yeah.
You listen to him 5-10 years ago, hardcore left. Now,
Hardcore.
that dude has almost switched sides. You know what I mean? He you listen to him, and now he'll still knock the right, just so he saves face. But that guy is really, he's almost more of a Republican these days. It cracks me up how much that guy has shifted.
I'll knock the right dude. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of their shit. I don't agree with their stance on, they say they want freedoms for everybody, but they're the ones that are quick to lock people up for the stupidest shit. Mm-hmm. Lock away the people that are murdering and robbing, and don't be locking up some dude for growing 6 pot plants in his basement.
Yeah, that's silly.
So that's where the Republicans lose me. And I don't know. I'm not. I want tax cuts for corporations if they're going to grow, and if it's going to trickle down to the employees. But like millionaire, like yacht tax cuts and shit like that, no, fuck you. Because that's only, so damn, Evan, we're over an hour, bro.
Yeah, I know we got a late start. I had a little computer issues. But yeah, this is about an hour and 3 minutes or something.
Yeah, I got 101:20 on the official timer.
Oh, wow.
So, folks, I apologize, man. We got a little political, not too bad.
Well, we're just talking about what's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, we're pretty much telling you both parties are fucking idiots. And if you work for a living, you're getting screwed until the day you die.
Pretty much.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We enjoyed it. Hell,
sweet dreams.
Yeah, sweet dreams. Anyway, we will see you next Sunday on episode 28 of the AlfromDtown&Chili442 Show. Chili, any last words?
No.
Fight the power or anything?
Rise above. I don't know.
Taylor. Do you want to...
Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah. Rest in peace, brother. Man.
Yeah. I was going to mention that. I had like 3 things that I wanted to talk about on the show, and that was the only thing I remembered, and I still forgot that.
Yeah. Taylor Hawkins, 50 of the Foo Fighters, passed away, and man.
It's a bummer.
Yep. Rest in peace, brother. But
yeah.
All right, guys. We will catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. End live video. Hold on, Evan. Stop streaming. What's going on, YouTube, if you're still watching? We don't usually get too political, but we did a little of that show because I'm getting tired of getting called a Republican.